Okay, we've wasted enough time. We've wasted enough time. I got to change the scoreboard. I'm behind on everything. Holy smokes. My apology. We've had... I don't know. Nothing worked. Nothing worked. And now everything is working. And everything's working faster than it's ever worked. So I don't know what's going on. It wasn't... It doesn't matter. We are live. We are live 7 to 6. 7 to 6. 7 to 6. Kalani, Sataki, Lashley. Boy, I had graphics all set up for the start of the show. Thank you, Nick Kelso. Thank you for coming on in. Kenneth, Steven, Big Ears, Bo, Amac, Matt Neeson, Bill G, Tracy, Ryan Worthington, Big Ears. This is one of my sleeper teams. Oh, and incomplete. BYU is going to have to punt the ball. Jake Retzlaff. I mean, all the quarterbacks. There's a little bit of a struggle going on tonight. A little bit of a struggle. Man, there were so many things I want to talk about where I'm going to do it at halftime. I'm going to talk about it at halftime about these two teams. BYU's punting the ball 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. We're going to wait till halftime. The Jake Retzlaff story is an interesting one. How he got to this position to be the starting quarterback of BYU. Oh, that's off SMU! That is BYU's ball at the 35-yard line. I turn on the game. Greg the Cooler on SMU. It doesn't take long. It just happens. It just happens. I'm sorry. I apologize. Without LJ Martin, BYU can't move the ball. LJ Martin, 5 carries for 20 yards. Jake Retzlaff, he's struggling. 5 of 12. SMU put in Kevin Jennings for a couple series. I don't know. He went 5 of 11. Preston Stone went 2 of 4. Jennings has run the ball for 29 yards. Oh, he almost got out of that. Couple yard gain, good tackle by SMU. It's going to be second and long. Thank you for joining us. Bohannon time. Interesting. Stephen McNeely. Think they should put the backup quarterback, Bohannon, former Baylor quarterback, former a few places quarterback. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. So we're going to be on, since we've had a very slow start. Oh, what a run. That could be a first down, BYU. I think that's a first down, BYU. Nope. 3rd and 1. They put him short. 3rd and 1. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. So we're going to be on later. Then we're going to do a post game, second half, for halftime, second half, post game, and then we'll go into the Northwestern Duke game a little bit. So we're going to be on late because we came on late tonight. My apology. Did he get there? I think that knee got down before he got there. I think it's going to be 4th and short. 4th and short. Hinckley just got a little short. Big Ears doesn't think he got it. It's 4th and 1. 4th and 1. Here we go. This is a big play. Oh, no, what happened? Timeout, SMU. BYU is not going to try to kick the field goal here. They're going to try to go for it on 4th down. BYU 7, SMU 6 in Ford Stadium. SMU is the pretty big favorite in this game. BYU, basically, I think the consensus picked to come in 13th, 14th, 12th place in the Big 12. Bigger says they got to go for it. At the game. Old Army 02 is at the game. Well, fantastic. Thank you for being with us. Keep Jennings in. Old Army wants Jennings to stay in the game. Interesting. Now, in the first week, they played Stone a lot in the second half, and he finally got going. I don't know if Lashley think that's what's going to happen here. We got a 4th and 1. Ooh, they're moving up to safety. Yeah, they moved up to safety. SMU went all out. BYU should have called an audible. SMU moved up to safety before snap. BYU should have went into an audible. See? 24, 23, they're all in there. Wow. They absolutely stacked the box. Perfect time for an audible. At least do an outside zone run. Don't go off tackle. Okay. Can SMU get anything going before the end of the half? Olarmy wants Jennings to stay in. That's a good play. That's a good play. That's about 5 yards. Kicking it out to Smith. Kayshawn Smith. 2nd and 4. Oh, yes! Number 3, look at him go! At the 40-yard line. Romello Brinson. Now, that was a great play by Jennings. That was he had to move left. He had to move the pocket on his own. He had to scoot left. What are they calling here? Oh, they're calling a holding call. Best play of the game by a quarterback, but I guess there was a hold. He did get beat. Now, SMU's offensive line is getting beat. Jose, I think that's the Houston Cougars. Steve McNeely, BYU's OC, is working hard in losing his job. There's a bubble screen. It's set up pretty good. Kayshawn Smith, they're going back to him with another catch. 3rd and 9. That holding call got SMU Mustangs behind the chains. There's a timeout. So PATC Watch Party, BYU versus SMU. The big players in this game for SMU Mustangs, the stats. If you look up at the screen, Chalk Talk, PAC Chalk Talk, 2-0. Preston Stone, passing yards 332, completion percentage 59%, TDs, INT 3-1, and he's not even playing in the game. He's only had 4 passing attempts. The Mustangs right now are going with Jennings. Brashard Smith getting some work done early in the year. 175 yards. Rushing average 8.8 yards per rush in 3 TDs. Now they've also got R.J. Maryland, the tight end. The tight end. He's got about 9 catches in 2 games. He broke out that first game. He was the MVP. I don't know. I'm not sure what has happened here in this game with R.J. Maryland. For BYU, 1-0 going in this game. Jake Retzlaff, passing yards, 348 yards. Completion percentage, 66.7. 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. The big offensive weapon thus far for BYU has not been L.J. Martin. Chase Roberts, 7 receptions in week 1, 108 yards, 15.4 yards per rush. And I don't think Chase, I know they targeted Chase a couple of times early in this game. Right now, he does not have a catch. Cody Epps has 1. Keelan Marion, Reiner Swanson. R.J. Maryland does not have a catch for Oh, yeah, he does. I'm sorry. 1 catch for 2 yards. So some of the big players coming in this game have not really done anything yet. They have not getting any yards, not getting targeted. Here we go. It's a 3rd and 9. Stephen McNeely, the BYU's defense, may have put Stone on the bench for the rest of the season. Did he get hurt? Did Stone get injured? I know he was getting attacked. I know that. BYU's defensive line has been winning the line of scrimmage. First down! Jennings! To Smith again. Kayshawn Smith is getting into the action. First down again. Wow. Jennings is rocking and rolling. Jake Bailey, first down. Jennings to Smith. Jennings to Bailey. Now look for R.J. Maryland. Handoff. Oh, that's a big run. Oh! Oh! Jalen Knighton hurdled the dude. Jalen went up. He went up. First down, SMU. They are going right down the field at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10. Man in motion, but Jennings keeps it. He got a few yards, 3 or 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Stephen McNeely, Jennings' head and shoulders are better than Stone. Expedition Greg is in the house. Stone isn't injured. Antoine Codes, SMU should lose this game. Holy smokes. The elbows are flipped there, completed. Forced him out of bounds. Good play. It's going to be punched it out there to running back Brashard Smith. They haven't gotten Brashard going in the run game. The SMU's offensive line is being taken to school right now. It's 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. Hello, Stormy Cyclone. Again, I apologize to everybody. We had some, I don't know what. Oh, incomplete for Jennings. SMU, pretty sure they're going to try to kick the field goal here to take the lead before halftime. A very good drive for Jennings. Let's be honest. That was Kevin Jennings' best moment of the game. It looks like everything's slowing down. It looks like he's getting into it. It is good. It's good. Nine to 7 SMU. You are looking live, PATC Watch Party. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button if you like our content tonight. Share the video word of mouth to your family and friends if you want to support this College Football Rebel Outpost channel with a donation to help us keep the lights on. Hit the $ where you make a comment. I'll get you super chat as quick as I possibly can. Thank you for everybody joining us tonight. We're going to be on pretty much all day tomorrow. We're going to be doing a double watch party in the noon games. We're going to be doing a post game on the afternoon, later afternoon games. We're going to be doing a post game show after the evening games. We're going to be on for about 8 hours, 9 hours. So if you're around, please check in at college football's peak around the corner. 9 to 7 SMU. They got down 7-0. They got down 7-0. 42 seconds to go. I'm gonna put I'm gonna punch the phone lines. If anybody wants to call at halftime, give us a call. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you think about Northwestern and Duke later on tonight, especially SMU, BYU. Indiana is up big. The Hoosiers. That's a great pass. Absolutely brilliant pass. Holy smokes. Retzlaff to their big guy, Chase Roberts. The star player in week 1 for BYU. But trying to get him going here in week 2 against SMU. That was Chase Roberts' second catch of the evening. I believe. I'm not sure. I did see that. Thank you, Expedition Greg. Matt Johnson is going to come back next year. The quarterback of North Carolina got injured against the Gophers. That is great news. Thank you, Expedition Greg. Appreciate it. Daniel Gorby, I think the Jennings is the quarterback going forward. C. John, the Jennings kid is slippery. Retzlaff back to pass, dumps it out. Hinckley is getting some playing time here. Now, did I miss Martin did Martin get injured? When I was scrambling to get this show going, did LJ Martin get injured? Let me know. Did he get nicked up? Because Hinckley's in that. Hinckley's been in ever since we've been able to get. Oh, he did get injured. Oh. Okay, he's kind of walking around on the sidelines there. Wow. So Hinckley, Chase Roberts. I know they got Lassiter, who couldn't play last week. They got him going on. Retzlaff rolling out. He's going to try to get it on his own. I think he got it. I think that's the first down. First down, BYU, 16 seconds to go in the half. 9-7. BYU trying to produce some offense. Their big running back, L.J. Martin, turned an ankle. Retzlaff scrambling. He's rolling right. He's going to run it again. They need one shot downfield. They don't have a timeout, do they? I don't think BYU has a timeout. Tough situation. Greg, rewatch the Iowa game. Their secondary cheats up. Oh, yeah, definitely they do. Okay, all right. Okay, now you spike it and you got to kick the long field goal. There you go. You just got to go for it. 54-yarder. 54-yarder. You got to go for it. Yes, Stormy. Iowa's secondary cheats up because they're just so dang good. I mean, they're just so good. They can get back. They know they're not out of position, so they're on the attack. The kick is up. It looks like it's going to be wide. It is no good. 9-7. SMU ahead of BYU at halftime. We're going to open up the phone lines. You can just give us a call anytime you want. Just let it rip. Talk about anything in college football you want to talk about. Jake Retzlaff. I do want to talk about him. In 2020, he was a senior. I watched the program on this. Jake Retzlaff was a senior in high school. He was going to be the star quarterback, and then COVID hit. And it really screwed up his recruiting and a whole lot of other guys' recruiting, of course. 2020 was a very tough year in so many aspects, but it hit the recruiting, the football players who were not real highly regarded, but they wanted to show themselves in camp. They wanted to show themselves as a senior. That was Jake Retzlaff. But he didn't get any offers. So he played at a junior college. But he did not play at a junior college close to home, which was Riverside City, I think the name was. He played at another junior college that was in the same conference. Riverside was not interested because they already had 6-7 quarterbacks. So Jake Retzlaff went to their rivalry. And Retzlaff had a great first year in junior college. His team defeated Riverside City. So after his first year, he thought there was going to be a lot of phone calls. I'm talking about I'm talking about Jake Retzlaff, the quarterback of BYU. After his first year quarterback, junior college, he was trying to, he wanted to get recruited. Finally, he got a call from UTEP. And he actually committed before he visited. He was so anxious just to say, okay, I made it. I've got a scholarship. I'm good. He said all he wanted to do was rest his head on a pillow and know that he's finally made it. So he goes to UTEP. He goes into like a little dorm, has a roommate who was a roommate on the football team, UTEP. He spends a weekend there. Then he got a call from a football coach at UTEP and said, sorry, Jake Retzlaff, you are a couple of credits short. You do not qualify to play for UTEP. So the kid was absolutely rejected. He felt depressed, got in his car, drove the 12 hours back home. He drove to UTEP. He was so anxious to get there. He drives all the way home. He had to break it to his mom and dad. So now he's got to play junior college for another year. This time, Riverside City, whatever it's called, this time they took him because he was so fantastic in year one. And of course, he has another brilliant season in junior college and BYU. Eventually, he lands at BYU. That's the story of Jake Retzlaff. Not highly recruited, but he's played well everywhere he's been. Now he's with BYU. He did pretty good last year, especially at the end of last year when he really got his feet wet. Struggling tonight, 7 of 15, 80 yards, does have a touchdown pass. Steve McNeely says Bohannon needs to start. I don't think Bohannon's going to start, but they may get him in on a package. Old Army, Big 12 did well with adding this team, and the fan base, they don't drink all of our beers. That's true. That's true. Go Ponies, 2 king slots. Anyways, the phone lines are open if you want to give us a call. 763-260-1333. Northwestern and Duke is going to be starting real soon. Now, we're going to be focusing on this game, but I'm going to be keeping an eye on the Northwestern Duke game. That's on a different monitor here in the studio, and it's going to be a good 30 seconds behind you all. But I will react. You guys will react to the action regardless. Let's see here. I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. And then 2 King Slots comes back and says ACC did well adding SMU. Because they pay our beer tab. Okay, all right. Okay. Let's get back to serious business here. No, I don't want that. I don't want that either.
Call from
Stormy Cyclone.
I did not get the name.
The Stormy Cyclone.
I can barely hear you.
The Stormy Cyclone.
Oh, Stormy Cyclone. Thanks for calling. You are barely coming in.
I got you on speaker, I guess. Probably why. Can you hear me now better?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit better. Yep. What's going on, sir? You getting ready for the big game tomorrow?
I am. I hate to see our best linebacker out and a couple other ones hurt, but
yeah,
I think our offense is definitely in a better situation than they were last year. Let's put it that way.
Yes, I think so too. Abu Sama going to be okay?
I think, yeah, he's probable. I just think our passing game's elite, but Iowa's defense is elite too. So
yeah.
I don't know how it's going to go,
yeah,
I go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just curious. I wanted to call up just to find out if there was any more news on the litigation, with the NCAA and things like that after yesterday, or did that all break off after yesterday? I guess Baker and them had a meeting afterwards about how important the NCAA was, is what I was told, and I just wondered if there was anything else going on that matter.
Well, they got, 3 weeks? 3 weeks to come back to the judge and give her something that she's willing to sign off on. I'm getting an echo.
Well, I'm hearing an echo too on your end, I guess, a little bit. Is it better now or not?
Yeah, it's
Hold
good.
on a second. I'll take you off the speaker otherwise.
Yeah. I think they got 3 weeks to figure this out. And I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen if they present something to the judge that she cannot sign off on.
But, in most cases, don't the judges kind of draw a hard line, at first, you know what I mean? I think they'll come to an agreement of some sort, but it seems like they always draw a hard line at first glance, or first try, I should say. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best.
Yeah, I am too. I think they were surprised, though. Like, I think the plaintiffs, the lawyers, I think they believed they were going to push it over the goal line, but it did not happen. So, again, you know how I feel. I've been saying it since episode 1 of this YouTube channel. They got to get to a collective bargaining agreement situation, or they're still going to keep getting attacked and put to court, and they're going to lose cases, and this is all going to be a vicious cycle.
That's what I'm saying. I just think they got to come up with a better deal here. I just don't think this is the answer, is what they're trying to pull off here, and I think the judge sees that too. But we'll see, I guess. Anyway, I don't want to hold against you that you picked my Cyclones because you're kind of on a cold streak.
Well,
but
look at this score right now. What team do you think I picked here? I picked SMU. So I'm on a cold streak, but it might get even colder. So Cyclones, you got to do me a favor. You got to blow the doors off the Hawkeyes. I appreciate it. I'm going to let you go.
All right. Thank you, Greg, for all your work.
You got it.
I appreciate what you're doing. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's only Friday night. It's only the first half. But I got SMU. So we might be looking at something historical here. Not something historical in a good way. Not something historical in an elite way. But something historical in an incompetence way. Something historical in it's never been colder way. I hope not. I hope not, because my name is written all over it. But that is the pain of doing this. SMU. The thing is, I like BYU. I mean, I'm not rooting against BYU, but I got SMU. Hello, Bo Weevil, excuse me. Hello, guys, go Tigers. Man, that reminds me. Okay. So, we're in week 2. And I mean, you've got the race for the G5, for the highest ranked G5 championship. It begins in week 2. You've got Clemson against App State, Appalachian State. App is going to want to play as close to Clemson as possible because it's going to mean a lot if they can get first place, if they can win the Sun Belt Championship, it's going to mean a lot in how they do against Clemson tomorrow. App State versus Clemson. Big game. Big game for Clemson, of course. But the whole thing is bigger because of the expanded playoffs. Clemson can still get there. App State can still get there. And then, of course, you got Boise State versus Oregon. Oregon is favored by 20 at home. Boise State, Ashton Genty, the great running back, they want to punch above their weight class. It's a very important game for Boise State. And all the other G5 fan bases, all the other G5 programs are going to be looking at that game. Of course you got UTSA versus Texas State. Sun Belt, AAC. Don't have to explain that anymore on why that is so important. What about Kansas State going to New Orleans to play Tulane? I mean, because of the expanded playoffs, that game is big for both teams. And if there's an upset in one of those G5 versus Power Conference game or one of those 3 games, well, then that school is going to have the inside track. I don't know. There is just a lot of big games. A lot of big games. Big Ears Bowl. Mountaineers own Clemson. The Mountaineers, they play Albany. I don't believe Albany is supposed to be... Albany had their best year of their entire history last year. Albany went to the Final Four in the FCS playoffs. Now, I know they don't have the quarterback back. I know they've got a big-time receiver that you're going to have to cover. The Mountaineers are going to have to cover, I can't remember the dude's name. Savion 7. He's number 7 of Albany. You're going to have to make sure you got your eyes on him. But other than that, I don't know anything about Albany. I know they got a super speedster wide receiver. And I know they got a new quarterback. I know nothing else. So the Mountaineers should handle Albany easy. But Biggers Bowl, we better score 50 in that game, and you very well could. I did not pick that game. Expedition Greg asked, who did I pick between the Spartans and the Terrapins? The line, what was it? 9.5, Maryland. Billy Edwards Jr., Embry, of course, Aiden Childs. I did not pick it. Not going to pick it right now. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to one of these two squads. It's an interesting game. Maryland, Loxley is doing something different with this team this year. There is a new offensive identity this year. I think both teams are going to hit the ground. They're going to try to. I think there's going to be a lot of attempted rushes in that game. It could be a very fast-played game. What I'm talking about is the clock is going to tick down real fast. Anyways, Northwestern and Duke is starting the Northwestern temporary football. I don't know if I wanted to call it a stadium, but it's at least a football field on the Lake of Michigan. And we started out, Northwestern's 1-0, Duke is 1-0. Duke struggled early in their first week. Early, but then they got to go in the second half. Northwestern, very tough game, but a tough win against one of the top two MAC schools in that conference this year, Miami, Ohio. So, a good win. I don't know, this Mike Wright, they put it on the board here. 18 of 30, 18 of 30, 178 yards. Cam Porter should be their RB1. Cam Porter is a very tough dude. Very tough dude. Tough running back. May not have that high skill level, but he's going to give you everything. And he's often nicked up. He's often injured. I'm assuming he's... they got I formation, shotgun, man in motion. There goes Cam Porter. There goes Cam Porter. Man, is he a tough dude. Incomplete. BYU starting the ball the second half. We're going to be focusing on BYU and SMU. But Cam Porter just ripped off a big run. A big run. Second and 10. Retzlaff back to pass, got the pocket. Beautiful throw. First down. 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Down! the 26-yard line of SMU. What a play.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Whoa! Darius Lassiter, we said that right before halftime. Darius Lassiter is a guy they haven't gone to. He did not play the first game. Retzlaff. Oh, picked up! Oh my gosh! 24 down at the 35. Retzlaff again with another turnover. He was trying to get rid of the ball. He was going to get sacked, throws it up, picked off. Kobe Wilson. Holy smokes. SMU up 9-7. BYU had a big play. It's been all erased. SMU with an interception down at the BYU's 35-yard line. Handoff to Brashard Smith. Didn't get much there. Again, Brashard Smith came into the game 175 yards rushing after 2 games. Hasn't got going today. Has not got going today. 8 carries, 27 yards. Jennings keeping the ball. He gets wrapped up. He only gets a yard. The biggest surprise to me in this game is BYU's defensive line. They've been absolutely dominant. And maybe that's why Lashley has gone primarily to Kevin Jennings. Taking out Preston Stone. It's been Jennings' ball, his team, for most of the game. Jennings back to pass. There was a clear rush. First down completion. SMU down to BYU's 22-yard line. Holy smokes. Jalen Knighton gets the carry. It's got a couple yards. Second down and 6. Handoff. Knighton again. It's going to be about a 3rd and 3. Excuse me. To Mazda. How about those freaking Mustangs? 3rd and 3. Shotgun. Jennings back to pass, getting rushed. Did not get there. He did not get first down. It's going to be 4th and 1.5. Does SMU go to kick their 4th field goal of the game, or are they going to go for it? It looks like Lashley is going to go for it. Preston Stone is on the bench. High drama. Brashard Smith, going to be a timeout. Brashard Smith was lined up next to Jennings. Vox Quindaro, thanks for coming on in. BYU quarterback is way too old to make a mistake like that. He's old, but he hasn't played. I think he started, this might be his 8th or 9th start in FBS football. Northwestern 3, Duke 0. The Wildcats take a 3-0 lead. But Vox, yeah, I mean, he makes, he's a high variance player. Retzlaff is. High variance player. He makes plays out of nothing for your team, and he makes plays for the other team. Bigger Bowles says the Mustangs should just take the 3. C. John, brutal mistake. BYU cannot afford to make those big mistakes. Malik Murphy, 26 of 40, 291 yards in week 1. Got it going in the second half. Struggled in the first half. Malik Murphy, Duke. Manny Diaz, the head coach, the new head coach of the Duke Blue Devils. Duke gets a couple yards. Moore gets a couple yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8. I thought that was pretty good. Vox, I thought that was pretty good myself. It's going to be 3rd down and about 6 for Duke. Again, I'm going to be a good 20, 25 seconds behind you on the Duke Northwestern game. I hope it doesn't bother you. You're going to see way before I see it. Again, hopefully that doesn't bother you. If you want to put down a reaction in real time, go ahead. It doesn't bother me. Go ahead on the Duke Northwestern game. Or any game, for that matter. Shotgun, Malik Murphy. Back to pass, complete, 1st down. Duke Blue Devils. Did he lose the ball? Did he lose the ball? I don't think so. No. That's Duke's 1st down. That is Duke's first. This is a 6th start. Thank you, Steven. I was a little bit off. ALC, Greg, my Cardinals are going to slaughter this Mustangs team. 4th and 1. Smith, Bashard Smith. Oh, he got a 1st down. Bashard Smith definitely did not get the leverage. But he was able to push that defensive lineman back. Oh, Bashard Smith, he's just getting crushed. They got nothing. BYU's defensive line. I mean, that's the story of the game for me. Is BYU's defensive line, are they legit? Are they going to cause Big 12 teams problems during the year? Probably will. The other part of the story is SMU's O-line is getting dominated. And how is Jennings going to get the ball to an R.J. Maryland, to Brashard Smith? Jennings back to pass. Incomplete. I got to admit, I don't even see R.J. Maryland out there. He might be nicked up. It's 3rd and 10. Jennings dancing around. Run. Incomplete. Nothing there. Nothing there. SMU is going to have to kick their fourth field goal of the game and attempt to get a 12-7 lead. While Cream Morales, hey Greg and PAT fam stopping by to smash that like button. Spending time with the mama tonight. Tomorrow I'll be at ASU versus Mississippi State game. Holy smokes. The kick is up. The kick is good. SMU 12. BYU 7. BYU began the game with the touchdown, but SMU has rattled off 12 unanswered points. 12-7. The Mustangs. The Indiana Hoosiers are up something like 49-3 over Western Illinois. 49-3. Curtis Rourke, 15-17, 268 yards, 2 touchdowns. Justice Ellison has run the ball 9 times for 117 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jake Retzlaff, 8 of 18, 137 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. L.J. Martin, RB1 for BYU, turned an ankle early in the game, 5 carries for 20 yards. Wapati, 6 carries for 20 yards. Jake Retzlaff, 5 carries for 7 yards. And Lassiter for BYU made that beautiful run after a catch. 1 catch for 57 yards, and then BYU turned the ball over on the very next play. For SMU, Kevin Jennings, 12 of 21, 96 yards. On the ground, SMU has carried the ball 27 yards for only 69 yards. 27 carries for 69 yards. BYU's defensive line has been carrying BYU. SMU still has the lead, 12-7. I've never heard of Larry Munson. Thank you for coming on in, Mr. Georgia Bulldog. Don Scruggs is in the house. BYU, now are they going to give Bohannon a package? Are they going to give him a few plays? Jake Retzlaff is going to start. this possession. He has struggled this evening. At halftime, I told the story about Retzlaff, how he got to this position. He is a battler. He might not have the highest skill level, but man, he will get you in a rock fight. He will battle you. Retzlaff hands it off. Nothing. Second and long. Second and about 9.5 to be precise. There's nothing there. BYU has carried the ball 20 times for 46 yards. There's just nothing there on the ground. Put it up to Darius Lassiter again. Number 5. Look for number 5. Look for number 5. Shotgun. Got. Oh, no. Oh, it worked. It worked. He ran the ball. It's about 3rd and 2. There was a hole there. It does not look like Mr. Martin, number 27, who is RB1, the lead dog for the BYU Cougars. Doesn't look like he's going to come back in the game. We got a 3rd and short, 3rd and 2. What do you run here? I don't know what play call you run here. Lassiter is all alone on the top of the screen. Go to Lassiter. He's crossing. No! Lassiter was wide open in the middle of the field. Wide open. Show it again. Show it again. Lassiter was wide open. Past the first down marker. 4th and 1. And BYU is punting the ball. Lassiter was wide open. Wow, a penalty on BYU.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Wide open. Jake Retzlaff did not see him. He punted the ball away. SMU, woo! BYU was right there. SMU is going to start with the ball at their own 18-yard line. 1st down and 10. Jarquez Moore got injured for Duke. Jarquez Moore looks like he got injured for Duke. That is a situation we're going to have to keep an eye on. Malik Murphy, beautiful pass. Beautiful, gorgeous pass. That is a touchdown. Touchdown! Duke. Touchdown! Touchdown! Beautiful pass by Malik Murphy. I mean, he could not have ran it out there. In about a 15-yard, about a 12-yard slant pass. Beautiful pass by Mr. Murphy. Tell you what, he got it going in the second half. He's looking pretty good in the first quarter. Duke got their guy in the transfer portal. They lost Riley Leonard, who, by the way, looked sensational week 1 for Notre Dame against Texas A&M. But if you're going to lose somebody, you got to try to get somebody, and they got Malik Murphy, Manny Diaz. I don't like that Jarquez Moore got injured. He looked like he got injured. Jose, bend but don't break BYU defense. That defensive line's not even bending, though. That defensive line is not even bending. Holy smokes. I think you can pass on BYU a little bit, but you got to be able to. That defensive line has owned the line of scrimmage. It's keeping BYU in the game. Bo Weevil, maybe Indiana is going to be the juggernaut in the Big Ten this year. Big Ears Bo, why didn't BYU spend $15 in the portal to get a quarterback? BYU is spending their money on basketball right now. They're spending that NIL money on their basketball program. Holy smokes. Expedition Greg, UCLA Bruins have their first ever Big Ten conference game next Saturday night against the Indiana Hoosiers. My prof, I'm going to watch them all, baby. I'm going to watch them all. Greg, which games are you watching tomorrow? We're going to do a watch party for Texas and Michigan. And we're going to be keeping an eye on the Syracuse-Cincinnati game and a couple other games. We're going to be keeping an eye on all the noon games, obviously, but the watch party is going to be Texas and Michigan. And then I'm going to do like a post-game show, live post-game, for the afternoon game. So I'm going to be coming on about 6:30 Eastern time, 5:30 Central time to talk about the end of those afternoon games, to be there. Maybe we'll have a dramatic moment in one of those games. Then we're going to be doing a post game and then have the phone lines open. And then I'm going to make a decision whether to do a double watch party for the evening games or just do a post game after the evening games. Last Saturday, we did a post-game show, and I got a lot of compliments. Like, people loved it. I stayed up late. We stayed up late. We did a 2-hour post-game after the Florida State-Boston College. That was last Monday, excuse me. So I might try that tomorrow night. Instead of doing a double watch party, just do a post game, about 30 minutes to go in the game. Come on. What do we got? Colorado, Nebraska, North Carolina State, Tennessee. So, I don't know, but we're going to be on a lot tomorrow. So, keep your head on a swivel, my prop. Put on PATC. We'll be talking college football. Cam Porter, they got the ball to Cam Porter again, Northwestern. They're getting it to the right dude. 12-7, SMU. We got 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 16. Jennings incomplete on the bubble screen. 3rd and 16. Now that was to RJ Maryland. They tried to get that out to RJ Maryland. 3rd and 16. Jennings back to pass. Incomplete. SMU is going to have to punt deep in their own territory. And you know what we do in the middle of the 3rd quarter. If it's a competitive game, and it is, the tradition of PATC, Mariachi. Duke 7, Northwestern 3. Northwestern with the ball. SMU 12, BYU 7. Here we go. Northwestern had to punt the ball back to Duke. Oh, he got rocked. BYU with the ball, 1st down and 10, down 12-7 at their 39-yard line. And Retzlaff keeps it all, and he's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling for a big 1st down. BYU. Kalani, Sataki. There's a little bit of heat on him right now. But if BYU pulls out this game at about the 49-yard line of SMU. Excuse me. Retzlaff keeps it again. Ooh, look at him go. Another 7 yards. I said to you, his skill level may not be the highest, may not be high enough, but he is one tough man. He's get in a rock fight. He reminds me of Diego Pavia, the starting quarterback of Vanderbilt. Second and 4. No, fakes it. Oh, what a play! Oh! What a play! Trickeration, fake and run. Retzlaff did not pitch it. He kept it, but then throw it to the wide open receiver down the sideline. They're down to the SMU's 17-yard line. 1st down and 10. Big ears, Bo. Run the damn ball. Nice play. Woo! Woo! They run it. Got a few yards. Retzlaff again keeps it. He's just keeping the ball on this drive. 2nd and 7. Boy, oh boy, this is getting tight. BYU really needs to punch this in. They haven't been down to the SMU's red zone pretty much since BYU scored the touchdown. 12-7. If BYU scores a touchdown, do you go for 2? Yes or no? Y or N? If BYU scores a touchdown, would you go for 2? Yes or no? Put it on the chat board. It's going to be 3rd down. Third down and 10. This is a tough play call. Tough play call. Crab cakes in football. Jeff says no. Mr. Louisville, ALC, says nah. RF Max says no. C. John says yes. Go big or go home. 3rd down and 10 shotgun. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got a timeout. Somebody called a timeout. SMU called a timeout. Stormy Cyclone says no, not yet. Big Ears Bo says yes. Kenneth Stromness, no, not the 4th quarter yet. Steven, SMU burning TOs. Keep chopping. Mr. Analytics says yes. I don't know what BYU caused here. They went to some trickery. Ooh, Malik Murphy slipped down. Man, he looks fast out there, but he slipped. He fell. That turf, I don't know what that turf is like in that football field that Northwestern got up and running for this season as they build their new stadium. Turf might be a little slippery. Might be a slow track, which would help Northwestern. Might be a slow track. Here it is. BYU down 12-7, 3rd and 10, 2 minutes ago. Retzlaff back to pass. If that is completed, and I think it is, it's going to be about a 4th and 2, 4th and 3. Vox Quindaro in the chat is not happy with the blocking. Not happy at all with the blocking. They're going for it. They're going for it. 4th and 2. The play of the game. A minute and 45 to go in the 3rd quarter. Retzlaff, he's probably going to keep it. He's probably going to keep it. The quarterback, key the quarterback. Fourth and 2. Touchdown! BYU! They actually...
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Wow! They actually handed off to a running back. They were keying on the quarterback. They actually gave it to the running back. Number 21, Ahini, whatever. I don't know how to say his name. Touchdown. Now they're going for 2. I think SMU was completely shocked that they actually gave it to the running back. It's good. It's good.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Man, do we got a game. Do we got a game. 15-12. We're going to be doing a post game. Give us a call at the end of the game. We're going to be doing a post game show. BYU, SMU If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and have your notifications turned on because we can come on live at any time. Also, please smash the like button if you like our content. If you like our watch party tonight, BYU SMU. If you want to help this channel grow, if you want to support this channel, help us keep the lights on with a donation, hit the $sign, we'll make a comment. We'll get you super chat as quick as possible. I want to thank you all for joining us. I do apologize for the technical. It was out of our hands, completely out of our hands, but we're fortunate enough it came up. So here we are. Good kickoff return, SMU. 15-12, BYU. Thank you all for coming on in. Appreciate it. There's a flag on the field. Sataki ain't scared. See, John. Greg, I'm starting to freeze. It's so cold. Then put another blanket on. If you're gonna watch Greg, the fat guy from Minnesota, if you're gonna watch him make his picks, and if you're gonna watch his picks all go down, then you got, if you're watching the game at home. And I don't care how hot it is where you are, because it's freezing cold here. Put on another blanket. Put on a layered blanket. Put on a hat. Put on gloves. Put on mittens. SMU down to BYU 15-12. Scoreboard, Greg. I got it. 15-12. SMU at their own 9-yard line. Jennings hands it up. No, yes, he does. Not much. I tell you, that BYU defensive line has been the story of this game. They have dominated the line of scrimmage. They have made it incredibly difficult for Jennings and the skill players to get anything going for SMU. Oh! First down! Bailey. SMU first down. What a play. I tell you, Knighton has, Jalen Knighton has run hard all evening. He just isn't getting any space. Number 4 for SMU. I mean, he has run hard. He's trying to break every tackle, but BYU is just getting across that line of scrimmage. So much penetration. They're getting hands and mitts on SMU. SMU can't get anything going. Knighton's got 35 yards and 8 carries. And I would say a good 30 yards, 33 yards has been after contact. Every time Knighton has gotten the ball, he's been hit. Bashard Smith can't get going. 10 carries for 29 yards. SMU, 30 carries for 72 yards. Bashard Smith came into this game with 175 yards rushing. Rock and rant. Greg, how could you know so much about college football while knowing so little about it at the same time? It's all about entertainment, my friend. Entertainment. We give the information, the peek around the corner, better than anybody I know here in college football. But then the entertainment part of it, being cold is as entertaining as being hot. So it's all good, my friend. And look, I mean, statistically, statistically, it's impossible. It's impossible for me to continue on like this. One of these years, it's not going to be this year, not going to be 2024, but maybe in 2025, I'm going to be hot. And we're going to forget about what I've done the first 3 years. It's just going to be a long memory. I don't remember. I do not know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't recall. Duke 7, Northwestern 3. Ooh, that's a first down. That's a first down, Northwestern. RF Mac, thank you so much, my brother, Utah Utes. Thanks, Greg, for what you do. Go Utes tomorrow. Very interesting game. Very interesting game. Let's go ahead and put it up on the board. Let's go ahead and put it up on the board. Big 12. The first Big 12 game for Utah. Baylor, Utah. Salt Lake City. The weather's going to be 80 degrees, according to weather reports. 3:30 Eastern Time, 2:30 Central Time, 1:30 Mountain Time. Excuse me. Daquan Finn, Baylor. Cameron Rising, what he did in week 1, holy smokes. So we're going to be doing a post game on that. So what's going to happen tomorrow, RFR Mac, is we're going to be doing the 11 noon watch party, Michigan, Texas. And then we're going to be coming on about 6:30 Eastern Time, 5:30 Central Time, about with somewhere around about 10 or 15 minutes left to go in the majority of those afternoon games. That's a big completion by SMU. Big shot. So we're going to be doing a post game talking about everything, all those games. Iowa State, Iowa, Baylor, Utah. So keep an eye out on that, RFR. But thank you so much for your incredible generosity. That's a big run. Bradshaw Smith. Oh, he finally got the ball back. Holy smokes. Thank you, RFR Mac. That was your third super on a live stream. You are very, very kind, helping us keep the lights on. Thank you, RFR Mac, for your incredible generosity. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Bashard Smith finally got loose. Finally got loose for SMU. And now he's going in to the sideline. They're taking him out. Interception! BYU! Are you kidding me? Marquette Collins. Marquise Collins, the cornerback. The little guy with an interception. I believe. Oh, he came off. Number 2 came off his man. He came off his man. And so there was a quick double team. Jennings He was suckered into that throw. He was absolutely suckered into that throw. Holy smokes. Big turnover by SMU. BYU 15, SMU 12. Duke Northwestern. I did not pick that game. Stormy Cyclone. Who did you pick? Duke or Northwestern? I can't even recall what the line was, to be honest. I can't remember what the line was. Yeah, Rock and Rant, I've talked about it. It's statistically almost impossible. But I achieved it. But yes, I've gone into quite the I've gone into quite the speech about it. Yes. Mr. Monkey says, Greg, did you pick Kansas and Illinois? Yes, I took Illinois. I think Kansas is going to go down there and win by a field goal. Oh, that's a good run. That is a good run by Wright, the Northwestern quarterback. Got a first down. Beautiful run. Beautiful run. Kansas by 2 touchdowns. Vox says Greg the Cooler's going to get colder. Getting it wrong on the Kansas Jayhawks. Look, I got to see Kansas in a real game without Andy Koltonicki. I got to see it. I got all the respect in the world for the Jayhawks. I got them finishing 4th in the Big 12. 4th. Ahead of Arizona. Ahead of West Virginia. Ahead of Oklahoma State. Now that was a big run. Big run. Woo! First down, BYU. To get out of that deep in the territory. It's 1st and 10. 18-yard line. Running it again. Again, BYU's top running back, L.J. Martin, turned his ankle early in the game. Hinckley's getting a lot of run here for BYU. Looks like he's come up limp. BYU going to the 3rd running back, but the 3rd running back scored a touchdown on the last drive. And a surprise, they gave him the ball. I don't think anyone thought he was going to get the ball. 2nd and 11. Picked off! Another turnover by BYU. Jake Retzlaff with another turnover. Holy smokes!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, no, you can't throw that. You
Oh
cannot.
my God.
You can't throw that sidearm. You don't know.
Oh my God.
Boy. Oh.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Holy smokes. 1st and goal. The 3-yard line. Hand off. No. Yes. Brashard Smith. He doesn't get anywhere. And there's a penalty on the flag. It's probably holding. The BYU's defensive line has been the story of the game. Plus, Retzlaff not treating the ball with the respect it deserves. Jake Retzlaff is the story on offense. The story on defense is the BYU's defensive line. 1st and goal. SMU's offensive line is getting crushed. That does not bode well for the Mustangs as they go into the ACC conference schedule. 1st and goal at their 13-yard line. High snap. Brashard Smith gets in the Wildcat. Good gain. I think he was down. I don't think that's a fumble. I don't think that's a fumble, young man. Well, it's close. It's close, ladies and gentlemen. It's close. I don't know if his knees had touched. I don't know if his knees, he's not down. Yeah, he's down. He's down. His right knee was down, ladies and gentlemen. His right knee had touched. Just barely. You're not going to be able to see it that angle. I think he was just down. It's going to be very controversial. That one angle you could see it. What do you guys think in the chat? The poll is up. Was runner down before fumble? Yes or no? Go vote on it. Go vote on it. This angle, the very first angle they showed us, 67% says no. That first angle, it's his right knee, not his left. That right knee. Like right there, it's down and the ball's still in his hands. And that's not a fumble. That's not a fumble. 75% of you says, was the runner down before the fumble? 75% of you said no. 71% of you have said no. 71% of you are blind. Absolutely blind. The call will stand.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Cam Porter,
Is
touchdown,
everybody in the world
Northwestern.
blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I'm
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's BYU's ball. Zach Retzlaff, another turnover. Jake Retzlaff, another turnover does not spoil the party. BYU 15. SMU 12. BYU gets the ball back deep in their own territory at the 9-yard line. Holy smokes, that's the correct call. Mr. Monkey says, Greg, the chat says you're blind. No need to apologize. Matt Neeson, all of you, every single one of you. Well, not every single one of you. A couple of you agreed with me. A couple of you are geniuses. Anyways, it's second down. Second down, BYU. BYU 15, SMU 12. Second and long. Second and very long. Jake Retzlaff, back to pass. Don't give it up. He completed it to Lassiter. He got nothing. Why? He got something, but it's going to be third and long. BYU really needs a first down here. They cannot afford to go 3 and out. If they do, SMU is going to get great ball position. Got to get a first down. 3rd and 6. Retzlaff is in shotgun. He keeps it. Oh, he just came up short. It's going to be 4th and 1. And BYU is going to have to punt the ball. Holy smokes. Northwestern's up 10-7. They're going to be kicking it off to Duke. BYU's got to punt it. SMU's going to get the ball back. Both teams are turning over the ball to each other left and right. But now SMU is going to get the ball in very good territory. Down only 3 points. 9:21 to go in the game. We're going to be doing a post game. The phone lines will become open. Not the greatest punt in the world. It looks like SMU is going to start the ball just inside BYU's territory, across the 50-yard line. I'm not sure on that. It looks like. Not a good kick. RFR Mac. Malik Murphy, 10-7. Little flat pass, got a couple yards. You know that Duke Northwestern game's going to go down to the wire. Jake Retzlaff, BYU's quarterback. 12 of 13, 177 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Kevin Jennings, 14 of 27, 133 yards with 1 interception. It hasn't been a great quarterback night. It hasn't been a great running back night. BYU 29 carries, 96 yards. SMU 32 carries, 107 yards. Guys, I'm going to be right back. Give me 1 minute. I got to reload up on water. Give me 1 minute, please. 1 minute. I'll be right back. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, what a play. Great defensive play. Third down. They cut off that end run. Third down. Time for some trickeration. Jose Signetti called out the dogs at 77-3. Thank you. Keep chopping. Thank you, sir. What a play. Look at that. Oh. SMU's down by 3 here. Okay? If they don't make this, I mean, they you know, boy, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. Ooh, there's an injury on the field. There's a lot of options here from SMU. I kind of agree with the trickeration here. BYU is really coming downhill at them. Been aggressive all game long. SMU really hasn't countered with any counter, really. With any plays that takes advantage of the over pursuit of BYU. Big 12 Mafia. Mr. Nathan Brown, the Brown Bama, just put it out a tweet. Jake Retzlaff is still in the game. What does this say about BYU football quarterback depth? Absolutely frustrating. Does the defense have one more stop in them? How about two? Unbelievable. And I think Big 12 Mafia is speaking for a lot of BYU fans right now. Can the BYU defense step up one more time? And they may have to step up again. Talking ACC sports, Jeffrey Fan. SMU's offense tonight makes Florida State's look like the Kansas City Chiefs. The Indiana Hoosiers rolled up over 700 yards of total offense. Here we go. They're running on a 3rd and 11. They got a lot of yards back. It's going to be about a 4th and 3. A good run by Brashard Smith. Now that really opens up there was no hesitation. SMU, no hesitation. Colin Rogers, 4 of 4 tonight from 52, 58, 38, 28. They're setting up to tie the score. SMU going for the 5th field goal. The kicker is hot. He's on fire. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's good! What a kick! $15 to 15. The kicker is money. Stormy Cyclone, keep it chopping. Holy smokes. Ride that hot leg, Jose. Man, there was no hesitation. When they ran that 3rd down, it was the coach saying, let's get this ball in position for a field goal kicker. Let's tie this game. Let's kick it back to the weakest part of BYU, their offense. Oh, man, 15 to 15. Now what does BYU do? I mean, they should run the damn ball, but then again, they have not been able to establish it. They've got 29 carries for 96 yards. Zach Retzlaff, 15-15. We talked about the story that he has had to overcome to get here. To get to this situation. Get it to number 5. Get the ball into number 5's hand. Lassiter. Let him make somebody miss. Oh, okay. First down. First down, BYU. That was a good throw. A little bit low, 14 yards. Chase Roberts, BYU's leading receiver. The ball was low. He had to slide to get it. But that's the first down, BYU. He's there! Incomplete. The pass was off. If the ball would have been thrown to the inside of the receiver, BYU would have had a big gain. 35-yard, 40-yard toss by Jake Retzlaff, but the ball was thrown to the outside. If the ball would have been thrown to the inside, it would not have been a touchdown. They would have ran him down, but it would have been a 40-yard completion. Jake Retzlaff has just been off his game. If that would have been to the inside, the receiver had SMU beat. 2nd and 10. Now it's going to be about a 3rd and 7. I don't agree, Stormy. I mean, it was and it wasn't. I mean, the receiver was expecting it inside. He had to go to the outside. And by the time the ball got there, the defensive back was able to catch up. Third and 8. He's short. The pass was completed. It was a flat pass. The Miles Davis, the running back, he did a great job, but he came up a little bit short. 4th and 1. Kelani Sitaki, what do you do here? 4th and 1. 4 minutes and 27 seconds to go. They're going for it. They're going for it. 4th and 1. Man in motion. You know what I think? What I would do what BYU did when they scored that touchdown. The second touchdown, when they gave the ball to the running back, when everybody thought Retzlaff was going to keep it. Do the same thing. Trust your football player. Trust your running back. Retzlaff is going to be keyed on. Sometimes you got to win with somebody else. They're going to be keying on your quarterback. There it is. Beautiful option play. Down the sideline it goes. Big gain. They trusted the running back, Miles Davis. They keyed on the quarterback. A beautiful executed play. Retzlaff gave up his body. Big first down. Big first down. Okay, here's the thing though. There's a lot of time on the clock. In other words, SMU is going to get the ball back with some time. But BYU cannot run it out. They got to punch it in. Retzlaff keeps it. He gets 4 or 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5. BYU's got to punch this in. SMU is going to get the ball back. But they've only got like 1 timeout, right? 1 or 2 timeout. BYU's got to punch this in. What a play. What a great call. What a great call by BYU. 2nd and 7. Got to punch this in, young man. Throws it up. Incomplete, knocked away. They went to Lassiter, their big play man. It was knocked away. I don't think that was pass interference. That was really good defense. Third down. Third down. Maybe it's time to look for Chase Roberts. Number 2. Depend on number 2 to get separation. Back to Miles. Oh, he got stopped. It's 4th down. They're going to have to kick the field goal. SMU is going to have time remaining. They're going to have 2 minutes to go with 1 timeout. BYU's got to set up for the field goal. Here it comes. 15-15. Thank you all for coming. We're going to be doing a post game, taking your phone calls, your comments, your super chats after the game, post game. BYU, SMU, field goal, 2 minutes to go, 4th and 3. Right down the middle. The BYU Cougars have taken the lead. LFG doesn't like how UCLA looks going into, well, not just this week, but more importantly, next week against Indiana in the first Big Ten game ever. Starting old linemen are injured. Blame it on Kelly's gross mismanagement of the UCLA's roster. I got another poll question. Will SMU either tie or take the lead in this 2-minute drive? The voting starts now. Will SMU either tie or take the lead in this 2-minute drive? The voting begins now. Going to give you 10 more seconds to vote. Will SMU either tie or take the lead? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 67% of you said no. SMU will fail on this drive. Northwestern is still up 3 on Duke, leading into halftime. BYU kicking it off. That looks to be a big penalty on BYU. No? Nope. Everything's good. No, they did call it. I think SMU believes they did a fair catch. BYU say no way. Let's take a look at it. That's a big penalty. Huge penalty. Bad mistake. SMU has good field position. A minute and 58 seconds to go. Down 3. Can Jennings lead the Mustangs back here in Ford Stadium at home? SMU has never defeated BYU. They're 0-4 in their history. Can they get it done right here tonight on this drive? Ooh, that was ugly. Jennings didn't know what to do. Jennings looked very, very shaky on that. Incomplete. Second and 10. Jennings back to pass. Dumps it up, but you're throwing to a receiver. You just got your receiver killed. You threw it behind him. Jennings, it looks like it's too big for Jennings right now. This situation is too big for him. Third down. Shotgun. Jennings rolls out. He just throws it away, incomplete. They're going to have to go for it. SMU's only got one timeout left. 4th and 10. And this looks like a complete disaster for SMU. Fourth and 10, the ball game. Jennings back to pass. No one's open. He's rolling out. Ugly. Ugly. Incomplete. Satani's fired up. Head coach is fired up. BYU is coming out with the victory. The defensive line absolutely dominated the game. Stataki is absolutely fired up. They're in victory formation. SMU fans are headed out. SMU still has never defeated BYU. Are we sure Jennings is ready? Are we sure that Preston Stone should not be the quarterback? I mean, I get it. The quarterback was getting hounded by BYU's. SMU's offensive line got destroyed. Absolutely got destroyed. We are going to open up the phone lines. Give us a call. 763-260-1333. BYU has won the game. BYU goes 2-0. Big win. Big win. Jake Retzlaff. A lot of bad plays in this game. But when they needed him the most, 4th and 1 on the last drive, he was about to get rocked. And he was able to dish it on an option. And Miles Davis went down the sideline, got BYU into field position. Again, Jake Retzlaff, he's not the prettiest guy in the world. He's not going to be playing on NFL. He's not going to be playing on Sundays. But he has done so much just to get into this position to play. He is a story unto himself. Started in junior college 1 year. Had to play junior college another year. Finally, somebody took a chance on him. BYU. Miles Davis, coming out of nowhere, 3 carries, 37 yards. Made a big plays down the stretch. But let's not forget, BYU's field goal kicker. Will Ferret. He made one it counted. He made the last kick. SMU's kicker made 5 field goals. Colin Rogers. BYU comes out 18-15. Give us a call, 763-260-1333. You can talk about this game or any other game, Northwestern Duke that's going on, or the games this Saturday. Let me know how you're feeling for this Saturday. Texas, Michigan, I get it. Everybody believes Texas is going to roll. Do you believe? Are you with everybody else? North Carolina State, Tennessee. Appalachian State is playing a big game. Texas State versus UTSA. Appalachian State's playing Clemson. Let me know. Give me a call. Give me a call. Am I doing a watch party tomorrow? We're going to kick it off at 11:30 Eastern time in the morning, 10:30 Central time. And we're going to be doing Texas, Michigan. Of course, we're going to be following all the other games going on at that time. Then we're going to be doing a post game of the afternoon games. So we're going to be coming on about 5:30, 6. You got to keep your head on a swivel. We're going to be talking about the afternoon games. We're going to be catching the ends of some of those games. And then we're going to be doing a post game, just like we did last Monday night. We're going to come on late and do a post game on the North Carolina State, Tennessee, on Colorado, Nebraska. We're going to be fielding your calls. We're going to be talking about all the games throughout the day. We're going to be throwing elbows at each other. We're going to be looking at the conference records because there's conference games going on. There's big games going on. I got a feeling there's going to be an upset happening. There's going to be some drama tomorrow, Saturday, and we're going to be covering it. So we're going to have 2 post-game shows covering all the games in the afternoon and all the games in the evening, and then we're going to be doing a watch party for the 12 o'clock noon game. Cincinnati plays Pitt. That's a 12 o'clock noon game, Eastern time. We're going to be watching it. Old Army, BYU's defense was pretty dang good. Yes. Clemson doesn't cover against App State. Go Black 45. Stephen McNeely, there's a ton of interesting matchups tomorrow. And again, I want to apologize. We had some technical issues not in our control at all. So we could not start this watch party until, late in the first half. I do apologize, but we got it all rocking and rolling. Everything came back on. It wasn't our issue. It was region wide, so we took it, and we when everything came up, we rocked and rolled. So I want to thank you all for jumping on in here, even though it was a staggered start. Bomber is on cloud 9. Absolutely. He's upset with the quarterback. But, he's going to be the quarterback for the year. He just is. Thanks Greg for picking SMU. You are welcome. Stephen McNeely. Great game. It was a competitive game. I don't think it might have been the greatest game, but it was fun to watch. Big Ears Bowl. You are absolutely correct. BYU is back. BYU's defense wins the game. Let's see. Let's get some comments of what people are saying. Justin Koo's Corner. Whoops, sorry about that. I didn't mean that. Justin Koo's Corner. The Big 12 is 1-0. Hopefully they can win a few more tomorrow. Let's go. Justin Koo's all fired up. The Mountaineers play Albany tomorrow. I think that's at night. I think that's 7 o'clock Eastern, something like that. Jeffrey Fan saying Stone was awful, but he didn't play much. They yanked him so early. I mean, Preston Stone, I don't think got enough snaps. Stone was awful. Jennings was pretty bad and terrible in the fourth quarter. SMU has major problems at quarterback. And the interesting thing is, on that, Rhett Lashley, the head coach of SMU, I mean, that's where he came from. He's been a quarterback coach. He's been an offensive coordinator, but he has been a quarterback coach. He's been a developer of quarterbacks. That's his trademark. To be able to not just develop, but the first, recognition on who can develop, who is talented, who can play at this level. So it's interesting to me that SMU is having quarterback issues. And this is not Lashley's first year at SMU. And this is where he hang his hat on. Look at his career. Look it up. It's being the quarterback coach. And then he was offensive coordinator. But every time he was offensive coordinator, he was the quarterback coach. That's what he was. That's what he's known for. But even worse than that, their offensive line, they got hammered tonight. Absolutely hammered. Joe Z, I don't believe in any Urban Meyer rumors. I gotta see it to believe it. Stormy Cyclone, Minnesota plays Rhode Island. Not gonna be. I'll watch that game later on. That game starts the same time as Michigan and Texas. I'm gonna be focusing on Michigan and Texas. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and other games. I will watch the Gophers later on, probably on Sunday. I'm just hoping no injuries happen. And I'm hoping we throw the football just to get ready for Iowa in a couple weeks. I mean, how many series did Preston Stone get? That's my question. He only got 2 series. I mean, that was it. I don't know. Something's going on between the coach and Preston Stone. They absolutely have lost faith in him. Absolutely have lost faith in him. I'm doing Texas and Michigan. Absolutely. But then we're going to be doing, we're going to be covering late game action for the 3:30 Eastern games. So at the end of the games, we're going to be doing late game action. And then we're going to be coming on about 10:30, 10 o'clock Eastern to do late game action for the primetime games. Then we're going to be doing a post game. We're going to be taking phone calls. People really enjoyed that last weekend and last Monday night. So we're going to try that again tomorrow night. So we're going to come on, take your phone calls, talk about anything you want on the action that happened during game day Saturday. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do one session of a watch party and then post game. And those post games are going to be like 2 hours long, especially late in the evening. We're going to go 2-3 hours, whatever, depending on what happened during the day Saturday. J Math, Texas is going to dog walk Michigan. Yeah, even that Nevada game, it was weird. It was weird how they handled Preston Stone in that game. Okay, so it looks like we're not going to get any phone calls, so that's fine. It's late in the evening, Friday night. Everyone's out and about. But we're going to be here late in the evening on Saturday. Hope to get some calls post-game. But we're going to begin tomorrow, 11:30 in the morning, 11:30 Eastern Time. Pre-game, Michigan, Texas. And we're going to be doing a watch party. I hope you all join us. It's going to be hard hitting. There's going to be a lot of speed on the field. Will the Longhorns blow out the Wolverines? I don't think so. Many do. I do not like the Michigan quarterback situation. I think they're going to struggle running the ball, but I think Michigan's defense is going to come and play in the big house. They're going to make some big plays to keep this score close, at least through the first half. But maybe Greg the Cooler is wrong again. We're going to find out tomorrow. So before everybody leaves, please subscribe to our channel, smash the like button if you like our content, and then share this video with your family and friends. BYU 18, SMU 15. Big win. Big win for Sataki. Jake did it again. Retzlaff. He's not going to be the best quarterback in the conference, but he's going to make big plays for both teams. And at the end, he made the big one for the BYU Cougars. When he made that pitch, he got rocked, but Miles went down the field, number 4, and then BYU was able to kick the game-winning field goal. This has been College Football's Peek Around the Corner Watch Party, BYU SMU. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 11:30 Eastern Time. Let's have some fun. Until next time. From all of us at PATC to all of you, please you all take great care of each other. Thank you so very much.